Tonight on Voracious Report, we shall be going back in time. Tonight on Voracious Report, we shall be listening to a commentary of an article written by the United Nations about former Congolese leader Patrice Lumumba. All in a few moments on Voracious Report.
What I'm about to read to you exemplifies why the United Nations is in dire need of reform. This is how the United Nations describes Patrice Lumumba on its official website. Lumumba proved incredibly difficult to help. He was intoxicated by unaccustomed power. He reacted violently to those who did not instantly agree with him, so that national discourse was virtually impossible. He showed no interest in the essential hard work of government, only in the politics and publicity of it. If this is the only text that you'll ever get to read about Patrice Lumumba, you will forever think of him as a violent, inexperienced, and angry leader, because the United Nations say so. Any multilateral organization is ultimately a reflection of the values and worldviews of its strongest members. Africa, with a bigger population than Europe, with a larger landmass than Europe, must now get at least 2 permanent seats in the United Nations Security Council. I call on African leaders to boycott the next United Nations General Assembly and take steps to withdraw their membership if the UN Security Council won't be drastically transformed to accommodate 2 permanent seats for Africa.
He was intoxicated by unaccustomed power. The sheer arrogance of that comment. A comment that suggests that Patrice Lumumba, a mere African of barbaric origins, a savage, couldn't possibly be intelligent enough or have the mental capabilities to cope with being in such a powerful position as the leader of the most richest country on earth in natural resources. Tell me, what does this look like to you? This was United Nations, after all, saying this in an article. Wasn't this imperialism? Wasn't this colonialism? Can I ask you, where is the headquarters of the United Nations, if I may ask? Isn't it in New York? Where is the United Nations based? Isn't it in the United States of America? What is the history of the United Nations? I remember reading that before World War II, a war we will never hear the last of, that the United Nations used to be called the League of Nations. Doesn't it sound like a football league to you? Doesn't it sound like a sport? Isn't that what we are doing? Or rather, isn't that what they are doing to us all? Playing us as sport. They are killing us off one by one like wild game on the Serengeti after all. Until next time, this has been Voracious Report. Goodbye.